The title of today's story is Gold or Silver. Okay? Only because of this frequent request. In a world where everyone's a monkey. Once upon a time in the monkey world, there was a monkey king named Achi. And the monkey king, he was in front of all his advisors one day. And he says to the advisor, who's very smart, very famous, very popular, he said to the advisor, "Advisor, you're very smart, you're very popular, you're very handsome. But your son is such a fool. He's so silly, he's not very smart, he's a total fool." The advisor's face got red. He was so embarrassed, like, "My lord, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my foolish son. But please tell me, what did my son do that made him so foolish in your eyes?" And he says, "Every day I go visit the people in the marketplace, and I ask your son every single day, what's more valuable, one gold coin or one silver coin? And your foolish son every day says, what's more valuable, one gold coin or one silver coin?" Right? You guys all think gold, right? But this foolish boy says, "Silver, my lord." And the king says, "Well, if it's so valuable, take the one that's more valuable." And the boy takes the silver coin. And the king laughs, "Ha ha 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 ha, you are such a fool, you silly boy." And the king goes home. The next day the king comes back, "Boy, come here." Monkey boy. "Boy, come here. Which one's more valuable? Take the one that's more valuable." And the boy took the silver one. And the king laughed, "Oh, you still didn't learn, you foolish boy." And so the king told this story in front of all the people. The advisor was so embarrassed. Kind of mad too, like, "I'm so smart. Why is my son so foolish?" And so he went home and said, "Son, come here. We have to talk." And the son says, "Yes, father." He says, "Son, in your brain, the brain that I gave you, because I'm smart, so you should be smart too. In your brain, what's more valuable, gold or silver?" And the son said, "Obviously, father." What does he say? "Gold." And the father, "So you understand that gold is more valuable than silver, right?" "Of course, father. Everyone does." Now the father's confused. "But you tell the king every day that silver is more valuable." And the father says, "Can you explain to me? I don't get it." It's like, "Father, look." And the son went to his bedroom, pulled out a big basket. Guess what it's full of? He says, "Father, the king tries to embarrass me every single day, and he loves it. And every time he embarrasses me, he gives me one silver. But the day that I say that gold is more valuable, I will get one gold coin. And do you think the king's going to do it again? So, Father, what's more valuable? One gold coin or this huge basket of silver coins that's going to come every single day?" So now I ask you, what's more valuable, gold or silver? It depends, right? If it's someone else's gold, then it's not valuable to you, is it? If it's someone else's silver, is it valuable to you? But if it's your silver versus their gold, your silver is worth more because you have it. Having it is better than not having it. So, in the future, when the king made fun of the boy said the same thing. "Silver, my lord." And he got silver. The king went to court and said, that foolish boy. But now I ask you, now that the father knows the truth, when people call his son foolish and dumb, is he mad? Is he embarrassed? The father just smiles and says, "If only you guys knew the value of what he did." What does this story teach us? If you look at a situation from the outside, does it look like he's foolish? Does it look like he's not very smart? But do you know the whole story? No, we don't know the whole story. In fact, do we often know the story? Think about all the movies you watch, all the YouTube you watch, all the videos you watch. If you already knew what happens, would you still want to watch? If you already knew the answer, you knew all the jokes, you knew all the tricks, you knew everything they were going to say, the script, would you still want to watch? The reason we watch is because we don't know what's going to happen, right? We don't have the information. That's why it's interesting to us. In this case, it's the same thing. Everyone was so fast to call the boy foolish. So let me ask you now. We'll do a little homework. You tell me, which people in this story acted without knowing all the information? Raise your hand. Who acted without knowing all the information? Emily?
King
How so?
called the boy foolish.
He called the boy foolish without knowing all the information. So who was actually foolish? The king.
Yeah.
Who else acted without knowing all the information?
Being advised.
The father? How so?
He got embarrassed.
Because he got embarrassed without knowing how smart his son really was. Who else acted without knowing? Anyone else? What about the son? Did he have all the information? No. Did he know that he was going to embarrass his father? No. He was smart, right? He knew how to get more money from the king. He knew the king wanted to make fun of him, and he let the king make fun of him, and he got silver. But did he also did he realize that it would also embarrass his father? No. You see, no one in the world has all the information. Therefore, when we get angry, when we get upset, just know that you're only angry and upset because you don't have all the information. If you did, you wouldn't be angry. If you did, you wouldn't be upset. It's because we don't have all the information. So don't be so quick to judge people or situations. Do you understand?